What's up, guys? Welcome to Sessions and welcome to Michigan. And we've got a bit of an adventurous week lined up. So Blake Olson and I are linking up in an RV, and we're going to be touring the coast of West Michigan all the way up to northern Michigan. We've got 3 goals for this trip. So first and foremost, we want to film for season 3 of Ride with Blake. We're working on a new playlist where we're teaching you guys how to jump with style. Second, we've had a lot of requests for foil boarding trick tips. So Tucker and I have been working on producing a series focused on exactly that. So Blake and I are going to be filming for that series as well. And last but not least, we just want to do some exploring and have some fun. We got a lot of road ahead of us, so let's get to it.
Woo! Let's go!
You! What's up, guys? So we just got here at Point Betsy. We're going to try to get a little session in. It's looking pretty light right now. What do you think, Blake?
It's looking really light, but we're gonna give it a try.
Whatever, man. We're gonna give it a try.
We're gonna go for it. 17.5 meter.
17.5 meter.
Should be good. Good to go.
You know, there's nothing like planning a kite trip, showing up to find that it's overcast, foggy, and light. While it's not the best conditions to film tutorials, it did make for a fun session. But the best part of kiteboarding is as long as there's some wind, you can still have some fun. And admittedly, it was an experience kiteboarding in the fog. As the day went on, the wind got lighter, and only the smallest of our crew could make it work. It was time to change gears.
Alright, so I was just out on the 17.5 solo for the first time. A lot of fun, but the wind is definitely getting a bit lighter. So we're gonna switch to a bigger board, and I think the guys are setting up some foils. So hopefully it picks up, but if not, it should be a good time.
With conditions taking a turn for the worst, we headed back south. As luck would have it, the sun came out and the wind picked up. With this turn of events, it seemed like the perfect opportunity to film some foil boarding tutorials. Blake, along with most of our crew, has really taken to this new facet of our sport. The best analogy I've heard so far is foiling is a lot like snowboarding in the powder. From time to time, we've incorporated foil trick tips into our series, but with the recent explosion of hydrofoiling in our sport, it only seemed fitting to create a new series focused exclusively on hydrofoiling. We'll be releasing bi-weekly tutorials every Friday, alternating with our Foil Friday series just to mix things up. We spent the rest of that afternoon filming and foiling before we headed back north. This is our first shoot traveling in an RV, and I have to admit, the views from an RV window are far better than that from a hotel. On day 2, we made our way up north. Considering we were filming for Matt Kite in Michigan, only one spot seemed fitting to set up for our shoot.
Hey, this is Blake from Matt Kite. We're here in the Mackinac Bridge with Rygo.
What's up, guys?
And Hillary and Josh are joining us as well. We're about to go for a session on the upper peninsula side of the Mackinac Bridge. And Matt Kite actually originated in Mackinac, so it's a pretty sweet spot. Rygo's gonna get some shots for Ride with Blake, and then he's gonna get on the other side of the camera and I'm gonna film him for sessions. And it looks like a beautiful place to kite, and it's super windy, so the conditions are good. We're gonna get some shots and have a good time.
As soon as we showed up, I knew this was the spot. While not sandy like most of the beaches back home, the cool rocky water and scenic vibe of this place was a refreshing change-up from the beaches of Key West where we filmed our first 2 seasons. And while Blake and I are originally from the Great Lakes, not everybody in our crew is so used to the cold. You ready to get out there, Hillary?
I am. It's warm and sunny. I'm like finally ready to get in the water.
It's not quite Key West, is it?
No, it's not. That's a stretch for sure.
That's a stretch.
Hey, we have wind and water. That's really all you need.
That's the truth. So this is what you guys don't get to see right here. Marching through, you know.
Ooh, these booties are still really cold.
Yeah, it's not Key West.
No.
But a little behind the scenes for you. We're just making our way out right now near the Mackinac Bridge, and we're doing some shooting. You know, this is a far cry from what we normally do. We usually go down somewhere warm like Key West, or we're in Hood River shooting from a sandbar, and today we're just in this shallow rocky water, but it's gorgeous. We're in our home state of Michigan, not Hillary's home state, but Blake and I are from here. We're used to it, and Blake's out there riding right now.
It may not be warm, but it's very beautiful. I'll give it that for sure.
Absolutely. It's really lining up for us too. We were starting to wonder if it was going to happen. We had a few foggy days, some pretty cool sessions making our way up the coast. But now we're here in northern Michigan, and it's going to happen. We're going to get these videos done for you guys, so stay tuned. 2 years into Ride with Blake, and we finally started to get into the flow of it. Creating these videos has become a major part of both of our lives. You know, it's funny. I can recall a conversation 3 years ago with Blake about how difficult content creation can be in kiteboarding. Yet, here we are, road tripping in our home state and filming kiteboarding trick tip videos. It's amazing how kiteboarding can impact and change everything. For season 3, we wanted to start producing playlists focused on a single theme. This time, we're doing tutorials on how to jump with style. We'll do a video every other week breaking down the tricks you might already know, but with a fresh spin and some useful but easy tweaks to take your riding to the next level. That day, we were able to film the bulk of our playlist. We rode well into the afternoon on this rocky beach nestled in the Straits of Mackinac. I have to admit, this actually might have been the coldest session any of us have had this season, but it rivaled any of the other trips we've had so far. Between the scenic launch spot and the small group of friends, I don't really think it could have gone any better. I've never really thought of northern Michigan as a destination, but this trip has really stood out to all of us as something special. Hey, good morning guys. So it's day 3 here on our RV trip, and yesterday was just epic. So we're getting up here, we're gonna get some coffee, we're gonna start our day, and it's looking pretty windy out there right now, so I think we're gonna film. What do you think, Blake? You game?
I'm game. I need some coffee first.
Can you tell he's from Florida? All bundled up, nice and cold. We're holding it down. How you doing, Josh? Josh is doing good. He's from Michigan. He can handle the cold. We'll see you guys out there on the water. On day 3, we were back at it. With the bulk of our filming wrapped up, it was time to have some fun. It may have been a cold morning in northern Michigan, but there was an energy in the crisp air, and the conditions were really lining up. This wasn't the flattest water we've ever kited, and it wasn't the warmest place we visited. But something about the spot really stuck with us. From jumping the bushes to playing in the reeds, or maybe it was just the fact that the bulk of our work was behind us. Actually, no doubt that was the case. Day 2, I did a lot less filming and a lot more riding. I love filming and creating content, but I'd be lying if I said I didn't like riding more. And hey guys, like all of our videos, don't forget to click the eye icon. I'll link in a blog introducing Matt Kite's newest ambassador Hillary, and a write-up on our team's 2019 gear picks. Well, alright, that's that. I think we're gonna wrap up here and go get some lunch. Are you guys hungry?
Very.
Go. Some pasties.
Alright, pasties, that sounds good. This place is so epic, so good. But yeah, I think we're starving, so.
Find you some flat water tomorrow.
Find some flat water. We're done here at the Mackinac Bridge, but all in all, I would say that this has been a massive success.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think our next stop's gonna be Fisherman's Islands, so we will see you guys at the next stop. Working on this series has been one of the most fun endeavors either of us have ever embarked on. We spent the rest of our week traveling around the state, chasing the wind and exploring. Sometimes, it's too easy to lose your sense of gratitude for what you have just outside your door. For all the places we've ever visited, Michigan has got to be our favorite place in the world. The wind may not be the most consistent, and it might not be the warmest place, but to us, this is home, and this is where our kiteboarding journeys really began. At the end of the day, it's about getting outside and spending time with friends on the water. So here's the season 3 with Ride with Blake, and here's the many more. Well, alright guys, that's a wrap. We're getting the RV packed up. We just got done sessioning here in Frankfurt, and we're making our way back to Grand Haven. Woo!
Yeah, it's been a super fun trip. We've spent over a week in this RV traveling around the state, having a good time, and we're headed back to Florida. Really looking forward to some warm weather again, but it's been a good trip.
Absolutely. So we'll catch you guys next time on Sessions.